Hello folks, this will be a quick recap and explanation of all the events and new announcements from the 1.5 livestream. There's quite a bit of new stuff coming in the next update, so let's begin. One of the first things we get from the new update are new event banners. The CEO of GEO, Daddy Zhongli, is coming back, as well as the new 5-star Eula. The Geo and Zhongli buffs from 1.3 has put him to a top tier character. He can protect your team from taking damage and reduce enemy resistance. And Eula is a new 5-star Cryo Claymore user. She will do a mix of physical and cryo damage and looks very elegant while doing so. We also have another new character, Yanfei. She is a 4-star Pyro Catalyst user that will be in Zhongli's banner. It's going to be a tough choice to decide on rolling on Zhongli or Eula's banner. We will also have a new 5-star Claymore coming out with Eula's banner. This Claymore will have a subset of physical bonus damage, so I'm guessing they're trying to tailor it towards her. What I'm more excited about are the two new artifact sets. The first one is pretty much made for Zhongli. The 2-piece increases the health, and the 4-piece increases attack and shield strength of your party when your elemental skill hits enemies. Whoever is equipping this artifact set can still trigger the 4-piece bonus while not on the field. So think about all the little earth pulses that Zhongli's pillar does. This is pretty much made just for him. And we have another artifact set for physical damage users. This set is for main DPS that have a elemental skill cooldown of 6 seconds or less. Razor seems like a very good candidate for this, as well as Eula. The main question I have is about the 4-piece set bonus. Will getting a second stat refresh the buff duration? I hope it does, otherwise that 100% bonus will only last for 1 second. Both of these artifacts will be in a new domain located between Mondstadt and Liyue. This also means we're getting a new teleporter at this location. Oh, and you can see 2 new events nearby. We'll talk about those real soon. There are some new quests coming out in 1.5 as well. We will get a new hangout event with Diona, and we have an extended hangout with Noelle. Looks like these hangout events can be multiple parts. And for the story quest, both the 5-star characters will be getting one. We will continue on with Zhongli's story, as well as starting a new one with Eula. There are multiple new enemies and bosses coming in patch 1.5. This giant lizard is Azdaha, and he will be a new weekly boss. This means there are 4 weekly bosses now. However, they are adding a new feature to reduce the resin cost of the first 3 weekly bosses you fight each week. It will cost 50% less resin. And from the little teaser, it looks like Azdaha has similar qualities as the Geofishop since he can imbue with different elements. Another new boss is a Cryo Hypostasis. This ice key will be located in Dragonspine, and it will be dropping ascension materials for some new characters. We are also getting a new enemy type, the Abyss Lector. It looks like this will have different elements similar to the Abyss Herald. So far it seems like the Abyss Lector will only be in the Spiral Abyss and some of the new combat events in the next patch. This one is imbued with Electro, and you will get your energy drain if you get hit by its attacks, similar to how the Electro Domain debuff works. So those are the new characters and enemies coming in the next patch. Now it's time for new events and features. We are finally getting character housing as a new permanent addition. The housing has more than just cosmetic benefits. You can get Primogems as well as other rewards by increasing the trust level with Tubby, the retainer. One way to increase trust levels is to craft more furniture, and it looks like the furniture requires a lot of materials to craft. Looks like it might be time to go out and gather more. The decoration feature also seems pretty good. It looks like you can place furnitures and decorations pretty freely. You're not limited to placing them on a grid. And the housing area seems very big. We just saw a little room earlier, but we can also design and decorate the whole exterior. I don't know, this might be too big for me to handle. but there are incentives to participate in the housing. I mentioned the rewards earlier with gaining trust, but we can also buy other rewards with the new currency. You get this currency by doing stuff with the character housing, and one of these items is a transient resin. The transient resin is pretty much a fragile resin, but it only lasts for 7 days, so make sure to use it before it expires. The shop rewards also refreshes every week, so it's a good source for EXP books, Mora, and ores. You can also buy even more furnitures or pets to decorate your house. Now on to the timed events in 1.5. First off is the Energy Amplifier event. In this one, we'll be gathering fragments on the world map to get some buffs for our Energy Amplifier. Then we can challenge special domains with those buffs to get some rewards. You can also make the combat challenges more difficult by changing the modifiers. This is very similar to the Hypostasis Cube event, where the higher score you get, the more rewards you gain. Luckily, you can just complete the bare minimum and still get all the Primo Gems. Oh, we are also getting Diona as a reward for this event. Another event is the Misty Dungeon. You will enter a unique domain where you need to complete several combat challenges. However, you won't be using your characters. You'll be using trial characters. This means for this event, it doesn't matter if you are free to play or a whale. Everyone will have access to the exact same characters, so it's up to you to solve the challenges. This looks to be pretty fun, so I'm really looking forward to this event. The next event has to do with our unusual Hilichurl. You'll need to find clues to locate him, and then defeat him once you do. In addition to getting Primo Gems, we'll be getting some furnitures for completing this event. We are also getting a hide and seek event, which is quite surprising. In this event, you'll be facing off with another player. One will be the hunter and the other will be trying to run away. Both roles will have unique skills to help them out, such as disguising yourself as a box. You can also grab some buffs during the event to gain an advantage. This event can be played with your friends, but you don't get rewards that way. But don't worry, it looks like you only need to participate in the event to get the rewards. You don't need to win, you just need to try it out. We will also get an overflow event for the talent book domains. During this short event, the first 3 talent domains you complete will give you double the rewards. However, you can only claim this with fragile resin and not the condensed version. And the last thing I'll talk about are some of the new optimizations. I mentioned the first one earlier. We will get a resin cost reduction on the first 3 bosses we fight each week. This means you can clear all 4 weekly bosses in 1 day's worth of resin. The second optimization is getting more friendship EXP in co-op mode. When you max their friendship, you get their name cards as well as learn more about their story. The third one is kinda nice. We will be getting in-game mail to remind us that time-limited events are expiring soon. This is really good for those that just wait until the end to do all the events. And lastly, we can save some storage space. You can uninstall language packs to save some room. I'm not really sure how much this actually helps on PC. I think it's more beneficial for mobile users, but their little preview was performed on the PC version, so I hope the mobile one will have something similar. Anyways, that's your preview for all the announced events in patch 1.5. Looks like another fun one. Thanks for joining me, and have fun out there, traveler.